Hey guys, so I'm going to do a clean with me sort of a video today. I have this to clean and I'm going to bring you along with my cleaning. I'm going to start first by putting away everything that's not supposed to be out. I'm going to check whatever needs to go in the dishwasher and then make sure that that's in the sink. Also going to put things back in the cupboards. Everything kind of somehow just accumulates on the counter, and then I just need to put everything back, refilling my oil bottle here and then putting everything back. I'm just checking to make sure that my son is asleep and then I can continue doing my work. Here I'm just trying to refill a bottle of nutritional yeast from a packet that I just got. It's nice when everything is in a bottle rather than in packets, you know. Victory when you manage to squeeze everything into that bottle. Would you look at the size of that coffee cup? It's as big as my face. Double checking to make sure he's still asleep and moving on. Why is windshield fluid here? I'm moving on to cleaning the countertops. I'm going to put everything out of the way and then give the counter a quick wipe down to kind of remove any residue that was left over from last night and today morning. I'm using this dough scraper and a spray bottle filled with water to kind of spray down the countertop and scrape away anything that's stuck on. This cuts down my cleaning time by like 70%, and then I'm just going to wipe everything down. Repeating the same on the other side. Moving on to the stovetop area, I'm going to first remove everything that needs to be cleaned by hand, emptying out the oil that I use for frying into the garbage, and then spray down the counter on the other side, and then use the same scraper tool to scrape everything that is stuck on. I'm going to spray down my paper towel and then use that to kind of clean my appliances with that, unplugging them because I just kept turning it on. And then clean down my instant pots. I have 2 of them. Don't ask me why. And now I'm going to actually switch out my scraper tool for another plastic scraper which will not scratch my stovetop. Quickly give my microwave a wipe down. And then move on to the actual piece, which is like the most filthy. Spray it down again with water, and this time use the plastic scraper tool to kind of scrape anything that is stuck on the stovetop, because when you're cooking, the stovetop gets really hot and then things just kind of end up adhering to it, and if I use the metal scraper, it'll just end up taking the paint off of the stovetop. So I just switch to a plastic one and then give everything a wipe down. Moving on to the dishes I need to wash by hand. This is a cast iron pan and I kind of have to wash it by hand. I quickly scrub that down and then rinse it and wipe it down with a paper towel. Now I'm moving on to the other side, which is kind of my food prep area, and then putting the onions that I have half used inside the fridge for the next time that I need to use them. Give my cutting board a quick rinse down and then get rid of all the water, wipe it down so that it doesn't form mold. Use the same paper towel to kind of wipe down this part of the countertop. Use my trusty scraper tool again to get everything out. Because this side is my food prep area, I just put everything into the sink so that the garbage disposal can take care of that, and then wipe everything down. I rinse and reuse my paper towels so that if they're not that dirty, I kind of just reduce paper waste, you know? My sponge holder kind of comes apart and I just rinse everything out. I stuck a couple of bottle caps so that it forms an angle and all the water drains out. The last step is the floors. I start with a broom and then broom all the onion pieces that my son kind of likes to peel and throw on the floor. Just get them out, put them in the trash, and then I use my Dyson vacuum to kind of pick up anything that's left over and then go over the floors with it. Now I bring out my Swiffer and use my wet pad to mop the floor. I wash my hands after everything is done and then I'm done. Okay, so that took me about an hour to do. Usually it's not this bad. I kind of didn't clean last night, so it's like a night and a day worth of stuff here. I hope you enjoyed doing some clean with me, and hopefully you put me on the side and clean your kitchen as well. And I'll see you in my next video.